Hi there, good morning, Kalimera, although it is actually just after 12 noon, about 12:15, but you can say Kalimera until early afternoon or so. I'm just walking through the lovely capital city of Nisyros. This is Mandraki. Taking care of a little bit of business. I just bought my ferry ticket leaving the island in 4 more days. I've been here on Nisyros Island for 9 days now, I think, so it will be a full 2 weeks by the time I leave. I have here some pastries I just bought for breakfast. Going to munch on these soon once I get to my car, which is just a few minutes away. Going to walk through the downtown, so to speak, of Mandraki. Nice pastry place there, but I bought these right down the lane there. Just up ahead on the right is the bank. I wanted to change British pounds to euros. I have some pounds left over from when I was in the UK before I flew to Greece. And the bank is open. Here it is on the right. Alpha Bank, ATM machine there. But they only change currency from like 11 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon on Fridays. Only on Fridays, even though the bank is open. So that kind of captures a little bit of the vibe of the Greek islands, which is that they are very slow going, even in the capital city here. And so you can't expect everything to be open when you want it to be open. But at least I was able to get my ferry tickets. I actually got one going to another island, and then one from there going to another island. Just staying on the next island for 3 days. A new island. It will be my 35th Greek island. My car is just 3-minute walk up ahead here. A perfect sunny and non-windy day today on the Greek islands. Out there is Kos Island and some little islets. I flew into Kos from London, direct flight to Kos for like $150, really good deal. And then took a boat from Kos to Nisyros here. Ferries are very cheap. The one that I bought is to a neighboring island. It was just 6 euros. The one from Kos to here was 10 euros. So I just did some shopping at that market right there, supermarket. I'll show you everything I got in a bit. Going to get started cruising. My car is right up here. 30 euros per day, about 32 bucks US. So the plan for today is to show much more of the island. In my last video, I just walked through the town here of Mandraki, the capital. There is much more to see. This is a small island, but it is action-packed. There is a volcano at the center of it, which you can walk through, at least the last time that I did the volcano, which was back in 2009. Okay, here we have a little story about Nisyros. So you can see the Greek on the left and English. Poseidon, the god of the sea, in the battle of the gods against the giants, creates Nisyros by throwing a rock from Kos Island, right there, and burying the giant Polyvatis under it. Then Nisyros is created. So it is a giant rock crushing a giant underneath. Here we have the port. This is where you will arrive and depart. Probably not on one of those little boats, although I guess it's possible, but I got here on a big ferry. It was obviously covering longer distances than just between 2 islands. But there are different types of boats. I rented the car right over there, so I just walked off the boat, walked over there, picked up the car. My hotel is, I can see it through the trees. It is just right down the road. However, I will not be driving past it because I'm going to take a right up here and get into the interior of the island. So right here. So there you can see Coast Island a little better. Pretty big mountains and a big island. And so these other things in the water in front of it are just little islets. And we have a little shrine here. So when I talk about the Greek churches, that is not what I'm talking about, the little shrines. I guess that shrine could be dedicated to somebody who died there, like in a car accident. At least some of them are for that reason. There is the monastery perched on that rocky hill there. You can walk up to there from Mandraki. Very nice little walk. And then also we will see the castle, which I showed in the last video. I'm not going to go there again now. Interesting little building there built into the rock. And so this hill on the right, you'll see the castle up on the top. Just a wall basically. But there is a lot of history there. There has been a town here in some form since at least like 700 BC or so. So going on 3,000 years and maybe even longer. So here it says Castro 2 kilometers. That way, Monastery 4. Okay, now I'm a little confused because the monastery is in Mandraki, so I guess there's another monastery. So it looks like this is the other monastery, which I hadn't known about. The only reason that I ended up here is because I went the wrong way. There was actually a turn just a few kilometers back there. So a mistake that I'm happy that I made. Also, this will be a great spot to take a seat and eat my brunch. Park in the shade here. And there is a hiking trail right there. I'm just seeing it. I didn't know about it. It says, wow, Emborios volcano. You can hike to the volcano from here. Man, that is amazing. Well, first things first, time to get something to eat. So I have here some things that I bought previously. Cashews, juice, and some little cookies with like jam and almonds. And then I just bought this one at that market, 12 euros for everything here. We have milk, 2 little bags of crackers, a pink lemonade, kefir, orange juice, and cheese. And then here's the pastries, 3 euros each. That's actually a cheesecake and a lemon tart. So I have my hiking sandals on because I'm going to investigate that hike there. First, wanted to poke around here a little bit, check out the monastery, if it's open. There we go. Seems to be nobody around. Let's see if there's a open door into the church there. Always interesting to see inside, see the different paintings and pictures and candles and stuff. Maybe this is going to be locked. Nope, too bad. I'm sure we'll find another one. Now, let's go on this hike. It's going to go, I guess, like along the base of that mountain there. Now, I am definitely not going to hike all the way down inside the volcano, which you can do. You can drive down into it, but it is a very steep road going down, and so it would be a lot of downhill, even if there is a trail that goes down there. But if I could just get a view looking down into it, then that would be really amazing. Either way, just to experience a bit of the Greek islands countryside and the fields and the goats and whatever else we come across will be very interesting, I'm sure. Lots of goats. I just love these kinds of trees, nice and shaded, but almost desertous, you know, very, very dry back in here. Volcano. 4 kilometers. Here we go. Down into the crater. So where I was on my hike, I guess was straight across over there. And so I was looking down into the valley there, but couldn't really see the actual crater area. So here it is. That looks like a volcanic crater. So here we go, looking into the crater. It was a €3 entry fee there. So nobody else down there, but you can hike down into it. When I first arrived, my car was the only one in the parking lot, and then 2 tour buses arrived. So let's get ahead of them. And it smells like sulfur. And so here's the source of the stench. The steam vents. I can see steam, whatever that is exactly, coming up from the holes there. An active volcano. And that looks like a bone. That's a bit random. You can see a church up there and buildings. That's where I'm going next. More steam there, or sulfur, whatever. So that is basically it. Not a whole lot to see here. So let's keep on going and go see some Greek islands villages. So out there is Turkey. Not that far away. looks like another church or monastery down that road, but I'm going that way to Nikia. Look at this crazy thing. It's like a little rocket. Like a hang glider without wings or something. I've never seen a vehicle quite like that. It is a tricycle. A two-seater. But don't bring any luggage. So this is Nikia. Very, very quiet. There is supposed to be a beautiful square here. And the church that I was seeing from down in the crater. Some local residents. I'm sure taking a rest from hard work. This is one of the things that I love about Greece, is these just eerily quiet, peaceful villages in the afternoon. In the evening, then maybe it's a little bit livelier, but hard to imagine that this town is going to get too crazy unless there's like a festival going on. The exquisite simplicity of the Greek homes and the little lanes. Wow, really nice church tower here. Maybe this is the square. That is old style. I'm not sure if I can go up these steps, or I don't see why not. Take a look here really quick. Wow, more steps going up to the same place. Whatever they're eating there smells really, really good. And then this is where you go to ring the bell. Panoramic view of volcano. And it smells really good here too. The original and famous volcano chocolate, biscuit cocoa cake, orange pie, beers. strange little door in the rock there. Little tower on the hill there. And so I've not shown a beach yet. There are nice beaches on the island, so I'm going to get cruising. There's more to see here in Nikia. Of course, you could stop and get a drink, get lunch or dinner. Wait and watch the sunset. That would be spectacular, I'm sure. But it is like getting close to 5 now, and I really want to jump in the water and also show you a beach in this video. So let's get back to the car and go check out one more village, Embordios.
The section are still together.
So from here you can go down the hill to the sea, to Avlaki. 6 kilometers. I've been down there, from what I recall. It is basically just like a little port and a restaurant and a good swimming spot. And there is Emporios. It looks a little like Craco, the ghost town in Italy that I visited. Perched atop a hill. But this one has less room. This is Emporios, or Emborios. So this one is kind of like a living ghost town. It is like half ghost town, half alive, or maybe not even half alive, but that is a restaurant there. There's some people sitting right there eating. But mostly it is abandoned and falling apart. Super interesting. So that is probably where I was. Unless it was maybe other side of this ridge here. Man, that puts things in perspective. Whew. Kos Island, Greece. Turkey, mainland. A peninsula sticking out. Ruined village. Olive groves. Church tower. Volcanic crater. And almost to the top of the hill, it looks like. Let's go for it, and then I'm done hiking for today. I am wiped out, ready to jump in the Aegean Sea and cool it off. Wow. This is just wild. They're doing restorations here, but is that restoring or actually a new wall? It looks kind of new. And a new looking door. So interesting. It's like this town doesn't quite know what it is, if it's on the way to total ruin or revival. Look at that image. Again, the stairs to the bell tower. One last view. So I remember seeing that sign the last time that I was here. I think it was in 2019, 3 years ago. For sale. It looks like it's maybe more fixed up than it was before. Maybe somebody actually bought it. And then I wanted to try to find something. And set the record straight. If I can find it, if I'm even in the right place. I'm not 100% certain, but I think so. From my video when I was here before, something that I got wrong. I think it was right here. That is the thing. So I showed this in my video and I was like, what the heck is this thing? Like, for, you know, sending food up from the lower level, something like that. Apparently it's a toilet. Now, I wouldn't have thought a toilet because of the placement of it. It's like right next to the stairs and not in a room. I'm still a little bit doubtful. Why would you put a toilet right there? Like, that looks kind of like an oven. And then rooms here. And then these stairs going up to another level, and then the toilet right there. You know what makes more sense to me is that it's a water like container, like you would put the water in there and then dip a bucket down in there and get water for the kitchen, which is right there. That makes more sense to me than a toilet right there, and you can't even like really sit here. So I don't know. But this is just some ultimate exploring. Nails right there. Just saw a bird fly through there. An old chest, fireplace. When this place was in peak condition, it would have been super cozy. Like, imagine the winter here in Greece. It would be chilly, not crazy cold. You're up in elevation here a little bit, so it would be colder. And then you have the fire going, and what is that chest thing? Obviously for storing something. And then a cabinet there, you got a window, another room, another big chest there, a shelf. So it's not fancy, nothing extravagant here, but as long as you don't mind a little simple living, then it might have been all right. Who knows? It just depends, obviously, on your own personal conditions, whether you have work, whether your relationship is working out, whether you like your kids or they bother the hell out of you. The usual stuff. And this is the lovely little seaside village of Pali, on the way to the best beaches on the island. Pretty happening here today. Lots of boats. Some nice restaurants. Good to see some life on the island. It looks like some local guys here having a hearty discussion. Captain's house. I'm sure it's very good seafood. Astra Deni. Salonikios Taverna. And on the left right here is one of the beaches. Not a great one, but a nice one. Perfectly nice, but the ones up ahead are more remote and away from town. a ferry out there going somewhere, maybe to Telos or Rhodes. A beach down there, but very rocky. And a pretty nice one here with nobody on it. Black sand, but I think that all of the beaches are either black sand or pebbles. It is 5:30, so one of the reasons that nobody's here. Little tavern right there. Garden. So here we go, a very nice beach. Just like one other person down there right now. Yesterday there were more people here. Nice black sand, a bit of plant fiber stuff, but overall, very nice. Calm waters, very clear. I am exhausted, very much looking forward to jumping in that water, cooling off, relaxing here for a little bit, and then heading back to my room for the evening. So, lots more coming from Greece. I'm going to another island in 3 days, so I have actually 3 full days left on Nisyros here. I'll see how much more filming I do. Definitely looking forward to just some relaxed time, chilling on the beach and hanging out. All right,